on your seat, me a step. You should know I'm a queen. Queen of the jungle. Queen of the jungle. Queen.
Hey guys, it's your girl here Barima and welcome to another YouTube video. If you are new, a special welcome to you. If not, welcome back peeps. So as you can see in the title, today is a watch me do it video on how I achieve these beautiful butt length texture locks. So I won't be talking as much in this video, but however I will be slowing down certain parts to show you certain tips as per usual, right? So without further ado, let's just get into this video. So I usually use 4 packs of Lily Spring Twist to achieve my butt length texture locks, but because my client's head was really small, today we only used 3 packs and this was really full and it looks really beautiful. So my first step, as always, is patting out my client's hair into all the sections for the amount of locks that we will have. In total we had 33 locks on her head. So yes, what I'm going to do right now is pat out all those box plats. If you are accustomed looking at my videos, you will know that when I do my textured and butterfly locks, I like to start with a braid and then I go ahead and twist down at the ends of the client's hair, so when they have to take down the locks, it will be easy for them to unplait their hair. Okay, so I'm finished parting out all my sections. As I told you all, we have a total of 33 braids. Her head is a bit small, so my medium size, the size boxes in her head is looking a little smaller than my usual medium size, right? So now let's go into how I do the lock. So as you all know, I use my crochet needle to pull the hair through the roots. We did butt length, so I usually let my clients stand up. I use the first strand to measure the length that the lock will be, and I let my client stand up and I pull the spring twist here straight. I pull one side of the spring twist here straight down to meet that length, and then I'm gonna start wrapping. I use a total of 4 strands in the back, and when I come closer to the middle I used 5, and on top I use 5 as well, but I don't use like the full strand that come in the pack, because in the pack we get 30 strands. What I do is I split each strand in 2 and I use that as separate strands. So when I say I use 4 strands, I actually mean I use 2 strands in the back, on the back row, right? Also, coming up to the front, I wanted the locks to look a bit fuller, so I would use 3 strands, meaning I would separate 2 strands and I would leave 1 hole. So that's how I got that I use 5 strands, right? So 2 of the strands I'd put in half, and then the other one I would just leave it whole. I know I said I wasn't going to talk a lot in this video, but I actually like to make sure that you all understand, especially if you're someone who is watching my videos for the first time. I want to make sure you all understand what I'm doing, right? So I'm just going to slow down the video here and lastly show you all how I add in strands on the lock, meaning how I add the second strand, third strand, fourth strand. So this is how I add in strands. I pull the strand so that one side is way longer than the other side, and I'm going to hold the shorter side with the lock and I'm going to use the longer side to wrap, and I'm wrapping upward really tightly. You want to make sure that the strand will stay on the lock. You don't want to get any complaints of the lock falling apart or a strand is slipping out. You don't want that. So you're going to wrap upwards about 2 to 3 times, and then you're going to split the strand in 2 as you can see here, and continue wrapping up about 2 to 3 times again, just to make sure that everything tangles up so that it won't separate, and then you just continue wrapping down as normal. Okay, so that's basically everything I wanted to share with you guys to make sure you all understand how I achieve this style. And yes, so I'm gonna stop talking now, and it can actually be a watch me do it video, and I'll come back at the end to show you all the finishing touches. Okay, so I'm finally finished, guys. I know I will get this question how long it took. We took 2.5 hours to finish this style. So yes, for the finishing touches, I'm just gonna do our edges, put mousse throughout the hair, like a lot of mousse throughout all the locks. Make sure and rub that in properly. I also oiled her scalp with castor oil, and yeah, that was basically it. And I sprayed her hair with my Magic Finger Studio Shine and Jam finishing spray, and that was all. This is how the locks turned out. I am so in love. Oh, I forgot to mention it was the color 1B350 for those of you who might want to know. And that is all for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Here by Rima. Bye.